This is Team Kahnawake coverage at the 2014 North American Indigenous Games.
Welcome to the 2014 North American Indigenous Games gold medal game between Eastern Door to North and Team New York Haudenosaunee. Here we go, face-off is about to begin. Looks like Kahnawake is going to pick up the face-off in their own zone. We have a change of possession. Here comes Team Kahnawake making their way down the floor, controlled by Cam Horn. Pass to Brian Rice. Pass in front of the net is intercepted by Team New York. We have a shuffle in the corner. Looks like New York is coming up with the ball. Ball controlled by number 93 of New York. Passes to number 12 in front. Set up. Shot on goal. Clock is reset. Yellow regains control with Brian Rice making his way down the floor on a breakaway. Here comes Brian Rice. He shoots. Score! EDN! 1-0 EDN on a breakaway goal by Brian Rice. What a way to start for Eastern Door into North. Getting ready for face-off. Cam Horn in the face-off circle. And Team New York wins. Here comes number 13, Abrams. Passes to the top to number 1, Sundown. New York is setting up around the perimeter of the net for EDN. Here's an attempt to get a shot on net. Ball is loose behind the net. Possession change. Here comes Eastern Door to North, controlled by number 5, Cougar Kirby. Eastern Door to North is making their way to New York side, controlled by number 22, Nega Goodleaf. Here's a pass in front of the net that's intercepted by New York. New York's making their way down, controlled by number 17, Brooks. Passes to number 1, Sundown. Passes to the right side to Brown. Back to the top. Here comes a shot. No, it was a fake, a pass. Shot on net. Clock reset. Awesome save. New York maintains control by number 1, Sundown. Makes a move. Shot is missed. New York regains control. Pass in front. Shot on net. Save. Controlled by number 18 of New York. Makes a move to the net. He's looking around for a shot. It's blocked. EDN is making their way toward the center. Oh, and the ball is recontrolled by New York, setting up in EDN's zone. Comes number 18, Paulus. Passes to 93, Bennett. Makes his move inside, heading to the net. A shot. Does not hit the net. EDN ball. Here comes the Kahnawake Regis. Passes to Brian Rice. Now to 15, Oren Horn. Back to Brian Rice. Brian makes a move inside. Pass in front is missed. New York hustles for the ball. Gets control at center. Here comes a pass and a shot. Save by Tiger. EDN makes their way up the floor, controlled by Oren Horn. Pass to Brian Rice on the right side. Brian is making his move to the top. Makes a move inside. Shot clock ends, and here comes Team New York, controlled by number 1, Sundown. Driving down the floor. New York is setting up. He's driving to the net. Shot saved by Tiger. Here comes Brian. Loose ball. Picked up by New York. Here comes 93. Shot. Save. Goalie attempts to make a pass down and hits the ceiling. So here comes Team New York. Controlled by number 1, Sundown on the right side of the net. Makes a move to the top, takes a shot, score! Number 1, Sundown, the equalizer, 1-1. Getting ready for face-off. Cam Horn on the face-off. It's controlled by Eastern Door to North, Oren Horn. With a pass up front to Cam Horn. Cam Horn makes a move in front of the net. Pass to the top to number 22. Pass to Poe Albany, making his move inside. Takes a shot, save. Controlled by Eastern Door to North. Here comes Oren Horn. Passes to Cam at the top. Cam makes a pass to number 21, Dogula Hash. Intercepted by New York. New York on a breakaway. Number 11 takes a pass. Intercepted by EDN. Making his way up the floor, number 21, and controlled by Oren Horn. EDN is regrouping, setting up, now controlled by Nega Goodleaf. Nega passes to Poe Albany. And the shot clock expires, and here comes Team New York, controlled by number 1, Sundown. Sundown makes a move. Cannot get inside. Oh, a pass to the front. Save by Tiger. Attempted pass down. Hits the ceiling, now controlled by New York. Controlled by number 7, Laughin. Back to Sundown. New York moving around. Here's a pass and a move inside. Shot saved by Tiger Stacy. Degohandage Regis controls, takes a look. Making his way up the floor. Being followed by number 14 of Team New York. Now pass to Brian Rice, who passes to Cam Horn on the right side. Cam takes a look, makes a move, cuts back. Looking for the shot. Shot is saved by New York. Possession maintained by Eastern Door to North. Here's Poe Albany at the top. Passes to Brian Rice. Brian Rice controls. Taking a look, making a move. Here comes a attempt at a shot, a fake, and a move inside, and save by Team New York. Possession maintains Eastern Door to North. Controlled by Oren Horn. Horn looking to make a move inside. Takes a pass to the top to Poe, and Poe shoots. Saved by New York. Possession New York, now controlled by 93 Bennett. Bennett looking to take a shot. Makes a fake. Can't get inside. Now is a pass to number 43. 43 shoots. This is the net. Now controlled by EDN. Cougar Kirby hustling down. Takes a pass to Brian. Brian shot, save. Picked up by number 12. No shot. Controlled by New York's goalie. Looking for a pass. Now controlled by New York. Here's a pass to number 1 Sundown. Five seconds on the shot clock. Pass to Bennett. Pass to number 7 Laffin, who takes a shot, misses the net. Shot clock expires. Penalty is called to Eastern Door in the North, number 14, Deca Delarone. 2 minutes. Here comes New York on a power play. Pass to 93, Bennett. Fakes a pass. Now controlled by Sundown. They're passing around the perimeter. Controlled by Bennett. Bennett makes a move. Pass to number 7, back to Bennett at the top. Fakes a shot, passes to 7. Here comes a shot. It's deflected, does not make it to the net. Here comes Sooney Deer, making his way for EDN. Sooney controls, looking for someone to pass to. New York is pressuring. New York gets possession, making their way down. Here's a shot and a save by Tiger Stacy. Rebound, number 1 Sundown. New York maintains control. Sundown passes to the top. Controlled by number 12, Brown. Back to Sundown. Sundown with the shot, save Tiger. Long pass down. There's a shuffle for the ball. Loose ball. Picked up by New York. Got 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period. "12 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball controlled by number 7, Laffin. Looks at number 12, it takes a shot, misses the net. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And it expires. Possession EDN. Brent Delabous picks up the ball. Making his way down the floor. Here comes the offense of EDN. Picked up by Oren Horn. Penalty expires. Deca Delarone comes out of the box. Onto the floor comes Dogu Lahash. Dogu looking for someone to pass it, takes a shot. Possession goes to New York.
Oh my gosh, whoever number 5 is needs to knock it off, because number 5 on our team is getting again. Yeah.
New York making their way up. Here comes Bennett, maintaining control. Now passes to number 1, Sundown. Sundown making a move inside. Fake shot, scores! Sundown. 2-1 Team New York. Team's getting ready for face-off. Cam Horn in the face-off circle. Ball is loose. Looks like we have some scuffle going on in front of the benches. Possession goes to EDN. The Kahnawake Regis passes to Cam Horn. Pass to number 10, Donovan Thompson. Pass to Cam Horn. We have an interception here and a breakaway by Team New York. Number 11 makes a fake shot, score! Team New York. Number 11 is Ray. Score is now 3-1 for New York. Here comes a face-off. The Kahnawake Regis picks up the ball, making his way on the right side, and a pass to Brian Rice. Brian Rice looking around, passes to Cam Horn at the top. Cam makes a move inside, looking to take a shot, and a pass is missed. Picked up by Poe Albany. Here comes New York on an interception. Controlled by number 17, passes to Sundown, number 1 in front of the net, pass to number 43. Shot is saved. EDN ball. Here's Brian Rice now, passes to Oren Horn. Horn making his way down the floor. EDN setting up around the net. Oren makes a move inside, takes a shot, save. New York with possession. New York making their way down the floor. Here's a pass to number 93, Bennett. Bennett makes a move in front of the net, trying to get inside. 3 EDN defenders on him. Here comes the rest of his teammates. He's pushed down. Ball picked up by Brian Rice. We have a penalty on EDN. Poe Albany is going to the box. 2 minutes for checking. Team New York will have another power play. Six minutes and 33 seconds left in the first period. 3-1 Team New York. Stands are filled here today on this Friday afternoon. Lots of people from New York and representing Eastern Door to North. All right, here goes. Bennett controls. Looking for a shot. Passes to the top of the key to 7. 7 passes back to Bennett. Bennett passes. Still controlled by New York. Looking for a pass in front is missed. Possession goes to EDN. Now controlled by Brent Delabous. Brent looking to make his way up the floor. Here comes EDN offense. Brent looking to pass. New York defenders closing in on him. Oh, we have a hold. Penalties are getting called on both teams. Brent Delabous going into the box, and number 11 of New York is Ray. 2 minutes for high sticking for each players. Two EDN players are in the box. We'll have a 4-on-3 situation here. Possession is New York's. Here we go. Here comes number 12, Brown. Now controlled by Sundown. Sundown to Brown. Brown looks for a pass. Back to the top. Down the circle. There's another pass. Shot by Sundown is saved by Tiger Stacy. Possession maintained by New York. Ball is loose behind the net. Now picked up by a New York player. Nope, picked up by Tiger Stacy, looking to make a pass. Finds Brian Rice. Brian Rice making his way down the floor. Real quick, passes to Dogu. Shot is missed. Brian takes a shot. Shot clock resets. And New York controls the ball. Now Bennett making his way down the floor. New York's offense is setting up. Here's a pass to the front of the net. Bennett controls. Back in front. Here's a shot, saved by Tiger. Ball is loose in front of the net. Now hits the wall and is reset. EDN ball. Here's the Kahnawake Regis. Finds Dogu Lahash. Dogu controlling, looking for his teammates. One penalty is over for EDN. Back to a 4-on-4 situation. Now controlled by New York. Number 5 makes a pass. Number 4 making his way down the floor. Passes to number 13 of Team New York. Back to the top to number 2. Now passes to Sundown. Sundown looking for Bennett. New York passing around the key. Here's a shot, save. Control by EDN, the Kahnawake Regis making his way up the floor. Here comes EDN offense. The Kahnawake controls. Finds Nega Goodleaf. Nega passes to Oren Horn in front of the net. Oren makes a move, shot, misses the net. Possession goes to New York. Here comes Team New York, now controlled by number 7. 7 makes a pass to 18, now pass to number 2. Makes a move inside, shot is saved. Comes 93, Bennett. Pass across the floor, back to Bennett. Pass intercepted by Tiger Stacy. Here comes Oren Horn. Horn passes to Brian Rice. Making his way up the floor. Now into New York zone. Brian with a pass that's intercepted by New York. Number 4, looking to make a pass down the floor. New York player drops his stick. They're shuffling for the ball. Picked up by Cougar Kirby. Cougar passes to Brian Rice. Setting up in New York zone. Here's a pass that's dropped. Alex Thompson making his way inside. Takes a shot, save. Oh. We have a check in front of the net. Doesn't look like a penalty is being called. Dogu Lahash making his way off the floor after his helmet was knocked off by a check in front of the net. No penalty called. Score remains 3-1 for Team New York with 1:53 left in the first period. Ball controlled by EDN, Brian Rice. Pass to the right side to Cam Horn. Cam finds Suni Deer at the top. Back down to Poe Albany. Poe looking to make a pass to Brian. Brian fakes. Pass to Poe. Shot goes in the net. Poe Albany Scores EDN's second goal of the day. And a beautiful fake pass by Brian Rice. Now getting ready for face-off. Cam Horn in the face-off circle again. EDN hoping to find an equalizer before this period ends. Here's a face-off, won by New York. Number 17 makes a pass to 13. 13 makes a pass, now controlled by number 14 at the top. Looking around, New York is shuffling. Pass to Sundown, there's a shot saved by Tiger Stacy. We have a break by Cougar Kirby. Controls the pass. Oh, fumbles the ball on the attempt at a shot. Now they're fighting for the ball in front. Possession goes to New York. 1 minute left of play here in the first period. New York controls. Scores 3-2, New York. Here comes number 7, Laffin. Ball is mishandled. EDN ball. Here's Oren Horn trying to make his way down the floor. Looking for a pass. Intercepted by New York. 37 seconds left on the clock. Here's number 13 of New York. Passes to 14. 14 looking to make a move. Oh, we have a high stick call on number 13 of New York with 31 seconds left. EDN will go on a power play for the remainder of the period. Abrams in the box for New York. EDN ball controlled by Cam Horn at the top. 27 seconds left in the game. Looks for Brian Rice. Brian passes to Oren, back to Brian. Back to Cam Horn at the top. Pass back to Brian. Brian makes a move inside. Shot. Fake. And a pass to Poe Albany, and a shot on net is saved. EDN retains control. Brian Rice with a shot. Saved by New York goalie. Here comes Oren Horn attempting to get the rebound. And time expires. End of the first period. New York leading 3-2 over Eastern Door the North in this gold medal match. All right, here we go, getting ready for the second period of this 2014 North American Indigenous Games gold medal match between Eastern Door the North and Team New York. Now joined by Chubb Delormier of Team Florida.
Thank you, Gus.
Gonna do some color commentating,
Yes.
excuse me, for the game. All right, here we go, ready to begin. Cam Horn, ready for the face-off. Remember, the score is 3-2 for Team New York after the first period. Here we go. Second period action. Whoa, ball controlled by Eastern Door the North, and a big hit by New York.
Yeah, the first period's been a really good action-filled game. I really like it, Gus, as both teams are playing hard, but they're playing clean.
All right, possession goes to Team New York. Controlling the ball in their own zone. Pressure on by Oren Horn. Here's a pass attempt. Completed to number 2. Now New York looks to Sundown, number 1.
Over and back call on that one.
Over and back call, okay. So possession goes to EDN.
Coach.
Ball controlled by Brian Rice.
Coach.
Brian finds Cam Horn, back to Brian. Looking to make a move inside. Oh, Sooney Deer has the ball. Looks for a pass in front to Poe Albany. Shot, score! The equalizer.
What a beautiful goal, the way he went high with the fake and then came back around down low. Really nice goal.
Very nice. So score is now 3-3.
Purple defense.
Now have a tie game here.
I like the way EDN's wearing the black and gold colors here, but you got to give it up for Team New York with the black, purple, and white. Those uniforms really look sharp.
I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but when they came in, they actually did the stomp dance.
Oh,
Team New
wow.
York was really something to see. All right, here we go, ready for face-off action. Possession goes to New York, controlled by number 5, Lions. Lions finds Bennett. Bennett making his way to the right side. Fake pass, looks to make a move inside. Charging to the net, shot, misses.
Young Stevie Bennett for Team New York is a player to watch for them. EDN's really got to keep their eye on him as he's one of their big
Star
goal scorers.
players,
Yes.
yeah. All right, here we go. The Kahnawake Regis. One of the only players on Eastern Northern North to use a wooden stick. Finds Oren Horn. Oren finds Cam. Cam looks to make a pass to Nega Goodleaf. Nega Goodleaf misses at the top of a pass. Ball goes all the way back down to Tiger Stacy. Possession New York now. Here comes number 17, Brooks.
It's really good to see the rejuvenation of the wood sticks as our young guys are getting back into using them more and more.
Brooks hands off to Sundown. Sundown makes a move inside. Shot saved by Tiger Stacy. We have possession back to New York here. Making a move inside, pass to the front, shot, hits the goalpost. New York maintains possession, controlled by Sundown now at the top. Looks to take a shot, saved by Tiger Stacy. Ball in the corner, controlled by number 2, Whitcomb. Passes to the front, here's a move in front, shot, misses the net. New York looking to maintain control. Still fighting for the ball. Now picked up by number 43, Brody LeBourne. Passes to Brian Rice, who finds Cam Horn in front of the net. Cam looking to make a move. There's the shot,
Oh, nice.
and a score with a backhand shot by Cam Horn. What a goal there, Chuck.
What a beautiful goal. Nice backhand shot. The defender was draped all over him, threw it over his shoulder and bounced it right past the goalie. Unbelievably.
Excellent goal by the assistant captain, Cam Horn.
Beautiful.
Giving EDN in the North the lead, 4-3.
This is really shaping up to be a classic, Gus. Tiger Stacy down the other end has been solid all tournament long. I have yet to see any weakness in his game. He's really been good for EDN.
Definitely. Now the faceoff is won by New York, controlled by number 11, Ray. Looks to make a pass, goes into the player bench. Possession goes to EDN.
I think New York's looking a little rattled here. Oh.
Now on a bad pass by EDN, possession goes back to Team New York. Now controlled by 11, Ray, making his way up the floor. Just passes the half line. Looks to make a pass to Bennett. Bennett now controls, makes a move to the net. There's a blocked shot. Ball picked up by the Kahnawake Regis. The Kahnawake looking for a player to pass to. Ball is popped out by Team New York and controlled by New York. Here comes number 18, Paulus. Paulus makes a pass in front to Bennett. Bennett is pushed down in front of the net. Now picked back up by Paulus behind the net, looking to take a shot. Hits the net, saved by Tiger Stacy. Rebound picked up by number 2, Whitcomb. At the top, protected by Oren Horn. Makes a move inside. Now here's a pass to number 9 of Team New York. Looks to make a shot from his knees.
Looks like the
Saved by
floor is
Tiger
getting a little
Stacy.
slippery out there.
Here's a pass down the floor, intercepted by Team New York. Team New York in front of the net now with an opportunity for a shot. Ball knocked away by EDN, picked up by Brody LeBourne. Some good action here so far, right?
Some
Chubb?
great action going back and forth. I don't like the way the floor is getting more and more slippery, but
Yeah.
the boys are both playing hard on both ends.
Here comes Cam Horn for EDN. Here's past to Poe Albany. Poe Albany makes a fake, makes a move inside. Ball knocked away by New York. Picked up by Oren. There's a shot, misses the net. Shot clock expires. Possession goes to New York.
Black and Gold's looking really solid. They're really starting to get into a rhythm with their game.
New York passes the half line with Sundown controlling. Sundown looking to make a pass to Bennett. Bennett in front of the net, looks back to Sundown. Passes knocked down by EDN. EDN gets possession.
Yeah, turned it over.
But there's a turnover here. New York regains possession, makes a move inside with a diving shot. Misses the net. Possession EDN. The Kahnawake Regis, in front of his own goalie now, makes his move down the floor, looking to make a pass. Finds Brian Rice on the right side of the net. Brian makes a move, takes a shot, misses. Picked up by Team New York now. Here comes number 11, Ray. Ray finds number 4, Jimerson. In EDN territory, there's a pass and a shot and a save by Tiger Stacy. We got an open man down the floor. Oren Horn gets a pass in front. Shot, save. Oren maintains possession.
Really
Off
good
his own
save by the New
rebound.
York goalie there, Gus. He really had time to take his time, made nice fakes, and the goalie didn't buy on it.
Here comes Brian Rice now, controlling. Finds Cam Horn on the right. Cam finds Doga Lahash, back to Cam Horn. Here's a pass inside to Poe Albany. Shot misses the net, hits behind the net.
Both teams are really starting to play tough defense out there.
Team New York resetting now. Here's number 1, Sundown. Making their way in EDN territory. Here's a fake and a move and a shot. Hits off the wall. We have a little bit of action in front of the net here. Some slashing. New York maintains possession. Here's number 7 with a pass back to Sundown on the right side. Sundown making a move inside. Here's a shot, misses the net. Possession maintained by New York. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Number 2, Whitcomb. At the top, Whitcomb finds number 7, Laughin. Shot that misses the net, and here comes EDN. Cam Horn in front of the net, looking to make a move. There's a shot and a save. Save by New York goalie.
Gotta be tough in there.
Big goaltending on both ends of the floor. Both goalies playing really well in this game.
Here's a bad pass by New York, intercepted by EDN. There's some kind of action in front of the bench here. A New York player is laid out on the floor. Number 18, Paulus.
New York wanted to call there, Gus, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think they're going to get possession. That's going to be about it.
Yep, no penalty called on EDN here. Sundown controls. Looking to make a move inside. At the top shot. The ball comes all the way back down to New York's side. Controlled by the goalie, and a pass to number 7, Laughin. Laughin making his way up. There's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks like possession goes to EDN. The Kahnawake Regis having trouble controlling the ball. Picks it up now, making his way inside with a pass in front and a shot. Save.
What a great pass by Regis on there as he ducked between 2 defenders and gave it to the open man on the crease. Oh, a back in call.
Here comes Team New York now. Score 4-3 for Eastern Door in the North. Got a lot of scuffling going on the EDN side. Possession goes to EDN. Here's a pass in front to Brian. Makes a fake and scores.
What a great shot. He gave him one high fake, reached out past him. And with this goalie, you're really going to have to make a nice shot to beat him, and he did on that one.
Brian is just such an awesome lacrosse player to watch. Such patience, such great moves in front of the net. Excellent.
Yep, smooth, fast, and a really good stick. That was a really nice goal.
So Eastern Door in the North is now leading 5-3 with 11:24 left in the second period. Some really great lacrosse being played here in the gold medal match of the 2014 North American Indigenous Games. Here's a face-off now. Looks like controlled by Eastern Door in the North, and a breakaway by Cam Horn. Shot misses the net. Looking to get a rebound is Oren Horn. Stick being held up by a New York player, and the ball goes into the bench. New York asking for a penalty on some tough play in front of the bench. Looks like they're not going to get it. Possession goes to EDN. Controlled by Suni Deer. Passing out to Nega Goodleaf. Nega finds Poe Albany. Poe finds Dogu Lahash in front of the net. Save. Gets the rebound. Dogu does. Back to Poe at the top. Poe looking to find Cam Horn, and we have a player that slips, causing a breakaway for New York. Number 11 takes a shot, misses the net.
That was just unfortunate the way it came off the boards for that easy breakaway for New York.
Right. Now Brian Rice controls, finds Oren Horn. Back to Brian at the top. Here comes Cam Horn onto the floor. Pass now to Dogu Lahash. Finds Brian Rice at the top. Looks to take a shot, misses the net. Oh, we have a big slash here by number 5 Lions. No penalty called.
Oh, it's okay for them to do it.
Now here comes Sundown, making a move inside with a fake and a shot. And a save by
What a
Tiger
great save.
Stacy.
He tried to fake him high and went down low for a futile attempt.
Brent Delabous brings it into New York. New York side to Nega. Now controlled by Dogu Lahash. Finds Cam Horn. Cam Horn one-on-one looking to make a move. Stick gets caught up and he gets dragged down. We have a penalty called for holding on Team New York.
I think that was a pretty obvious call there. He just pulled the man down. He didn't even try to check him. Just pulled him down, dragged him to the floor.
Yep, Lions to the box, 2 minutes for holding. EDN will go on the power play here. 2 minutes. We have some arguing going on here between the goalie and Cam Horn.
What's wrong with you?
Wow, tempers are really starting to flare out there now.
I imagine tensions are high and emotions are running. This is a big game.
It is the gold medal game, so it doesn't surprise me at all. Well, it looks like the guy from New York just got 2 minutes. I believe it's Lions or Laughing that got 2 minutes on that. We're going to get a look here at the EDN power play, which so far all tournament long has been pretty solid. It's been one of their strong points.
All right, 9 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second period. Here comes Cam Horn. Finds Dogu. Now a pass to Brian Rice. Finds Oren Horn. Back to Brian.
Protect your goalie, let's go!
A lot of ball movement here around the perimeter. Here's Brian with a pass and a shot and a score by Paul Albany.
What
Excellent,
a pass.
excellent
What a
ball
pass.
movement.
Yep. He goes from the left side, shooter position, cross to the right side crease, into the back of the net. What a goal. What a goal. Goalie did not have a chance on that one.
6-3 EDN.
You know, it's surprising, Gus, with all the junior teams and playoffs and whatnot, that they're still playing such a high level of lacrosse here at the Indigenous Games. It just goes to show you the depth and the quality of lacrosse we play in our native communities.
Definitely. And this game being two communities of the Haudenosaunee nations, Onondaga, Kahnawake, Haudenosaunee, Aguzaste, all being represented here in this gold medal match.
I don't think either one of us is surprised.
No, not at all. I actually heard a comment from a Saskatchewan fan yesterday that these guys are born with lacrosse sticks in their hands.
Which is true.
All right, here we go now. Here's number 1, Sundown. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Makes a move inside. Here's a shot, hits the net. Saved by Tiger Stacy.
Hey!
We have a stoppage of play here.
Yeah! Yeah!
Looks like Cam Horn is going to the box. 2 minutes for high stick.
Yeah, high stick.
About time you open your eyes.
He got him a little high, but they've been letting him play, so I'm a little surprised he went ahead and made that call.
Here comes number 7, Laffin. Passing to the right side, Sundown. Back to Laffin. Laffin controls, finds Sundown. Sundown looking to take a shot. Saved by Tiger Stacy. Pass back in front. Here's a save by Tiger.
2 big saves by Tiger Stacy on that power
EDN
play by
making
New
their
York.
move down the floor.
Let's go!
Here's a wild pass. Oren Horn controls. Oh.
Keep it back low!
Oren makes a move. Finds Brian Rice at the top. 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
They're just
5.
killing the penalty now.
EDN doesn't have a chance to take a shot here. Shot clock expires. New York maintains possession.
Well, again, I like the looks of this power play for New York, and it's understandable why both teams are in this gold medal game. Solid power plays.
Paulus now finds Bennett. Bennett back to Paulus. Takes a wild shot. He's able to regain control. Now to Sundown. Oh no, that was
Bennett. What a shot. What a shot. From the left shooter position, he let it crank from about 50 feet out and just beat Tiger low to the left side. Beautiful shot.
That gives Team New York 4. Score is now 6-4 EDN with 7:13 left in the second period. Cam Horn comes out of the box. Takes the face-off. Won by EDN. Dogo Lahash. Passes to Cam Horn. Cam making his move in front. Takes a shot and scores!
Wow, you do not see that too often, Gus.
Top
on his
right
wrong
corner.
side. And he picks the far side corner.
Oh, wow.
Especially the way this goaltender's been playing. For him to go on the far side on Garlow like that, that was just a beautiful shot.
Well, Cam Horn being in the box allowed New York to capitalize on the power play, and for him to come out and take back the goal like that, awesome.
Yes. New York's making a goaltending change. They're putting Wilson, number 20, in. And I can't blame the goalie on that. That was a beautiful shot. He just beat him clean.
Come on, Purple, let's not over yet. Come on, guys! Still got time. We can do this.
EDN really cannot let their foot off the gas. This is a scrappy New York team that keeps coming, and it's proven that's why they're in the gold medal game. So EDN just has to keep working hard and keep taking it to them.
For sure. On the face-off, possession goes to New York. Here's a pass in front. Controlled by New York on the left side. Here's a pass. And a shot saved by Tiger Stacy. Tiger makes a pass to Oren, who passes to Brine. EDN gonna regroup here.
Protect your goalie!
make their way into New York zone. Here's Cam Horn on a pass in front. Shot on net is saved. Ball controlled by number 5 Lions, trying to get his way out of the zone. What do we have here?
How come you don't see it when they do it?
Hold on Team New York here?
Yeah, it looks like we got a penalty coming to New York.
Oh, number 7 Laffin is going to the box.
He was holding Albany pretty good in the corner here. The refs usually let him play, but at that point, when you hold too long, they're going to call it. Looks like we got a water break. Timeout by the refs for a water break.
All right, so it's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period. EDN holding the lead here, 7-4. We just seen a penalty called against Team New York, so when we recommence, EDN will be on the power play.
Yeah, I don't see this too often in box lacrosse, but the refs called a water break for the players. Usually it's something more prone to field lacrosse where the sun's beating down and it's hot out. And right now they're doing it in box lacrosse, so it's good to see, so players don't dehydrate and cramp up.
Definitely, we've had some wicked conditions here in Wickenheiser Arena. It's been hot in here the last couple of days.
For sure, absolutely. So it's just the players and the officials looking after the teams, which is good to see.
Definitely. All right, here we go now. Cam Horn with a pass to Brian on the right side. EDN's going to move the ball around the perimeter. A lot of passing here. Here's Brian with a move, looking to make a shot. Finds Poe Albany behind the net. Here's a shot blocked by Team New York, picked up by Oren Horn, and a shot misses the net. Loose ball, picked up by New York. And pass is made. And a shot hits the post for number 2, Whitcomb. EDN will make their way down the floor. Brian Rice controls. EDN's got a minute left on the power play. Here's Brian Rice. With a pass to Oren, back to Cam Horn at the top. Oh, Brian Rice with a wild shot. A lot of velocity on that ball.
Yeah, that ball was moving. Didn't hit the net, so obviously they're turning over to New York.
New York has 45 seconds left on their penalty. Here comes number 1, Sundown. Makes a move inside and takes a shot. Misses the net. Oh. A fight for the ball here. Picked up by EDN. Here comes Brent Delabous with a 2-on-1 with a bad pass. Picked up by New York, loose ball. Cougar Kirby now controls.
That was some great hustle by Cougar Kirby to get that ball back for EDN.
We have a change of possession here. Not sure what the call was, but nonetheless, New York ball. Here comes Sundown now for Team New York. On the right side. Can't get past 2 EDN defenders.
Oh, God.
Have an EDN player down here in front of the net.
It looked like Ray for New York interfered with him as they had the ball, so that was offensive interference.
Deca Delarone picking himself up, heading to the bench. Possession goes to EDN. 4 minutes left here in the second period. Oren Horn controlling on the right side of the net, looking to make a move inside. There's a spin move, makes a fake, and there's a shot and a score by Oren Horn!
What a great goal as he goes between 2 defenders, reaches out on the other side of the New York goalie and just buries it.
Diving goal. Excellent athleticism we're seeing here.
Just a great goal as he went around, tippy-toed across the crease, reached out and buried it. What a great goal. Great goal.
Now makes the score 8-4 EDN. Still got 4 minutes of play here left in the second period. New York fans clearly upset here. Off the face-off, New York controls.
All right, Purple, let's go now.
Number 17, Brooks,
Let's go,
passes off
Purple.
as he heads off the bench. Heads off to the bench. Now New York ball controlled by number 14, looking to make a pass to Bennett in front, controlled by Bennett. Looking for a player in front. There's a pass and a shot, misses the net. Shot clock expires for Team New York, giving EDN possession.
I think New York's looking a little flustered here, Gus, as they're down 8-4 with 3 minutes to go.
Here comes Brian Rice. Crosses the blue line. New York player knocks the ball away. Picked up behind the net. Here comes Team New York.
Come on, New York, let's go.
Here's a pass down floor and a breakaway and a shot and a save by Tiger Stacy.
I said to turn the light off, you didn't need it.
Now controlled by Brian Rice. New York defender on him. Shakes him. Finds Cam Horn. Cam Horn's got a break to the net. Here's a move. And a goal by Cam Horn. Woo!
What a beautiful goal as he got the goalie leaning to his right, and he just buried it back on the left-hand side of him. Beautiful goal.
This is the spark EDN needed.
I think New York's really flustered at this point. They looked disorganized on that goal. No one picked him up as he ran uncontested right to the net.
So 9-4 here in the second period of play in the gold medal match. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. EDN wants to hang on to this nice lead.
Yes, they definitely do going into the third period. However, I think they can get another goal or two before the end of the period. They should keep pressing as this New York team's pretty scrappy and keep coming at them.
Yep, here's the face-off now controlled by Cougar Kirby. Passes off to Cam Horn. Cam finds Brian. Brian to Oren Horn. Here's a move and a pass back to Brian. Makes his move inside and a shot save by Wilson.
Really testing this New York goalie now.
New York making a move. Pass in front and a shot saved by Tiger Stacy. EDN player slashed on the way down the floor. He looks injured.
Well, you really can't say enough about Tiger Stacy making big save after big save back there. It could easily be 9-7, 9-8 game without Tiger Stacy's saves back there.
EDN player down on the floor here. I don't think a penalty was called on that play. Was there?
No, it wasn't, but the refs are huddling now to see if they'll make a call after the fact. I think it'll just stay possession EDN. From the looks of it, it looks like his knee. Looks like he landed wrong on it. Cement's very unforgiving when you come down on it.
Trainer AC out there trying to work on the down player, which I'm yet to identify at this point. It might be Deca Delarone.
Hold on support, players. Hey, just drag him out. Just drag him out.
What do you think New York has to do to get back in this game, Chubb?
Yeah, stretch him on the
I really think they look flustered in this game so far, and I think they're getting shots. They're going to have to find a way to beat Tiger Stacy. Right now, Tiger's been the difference, I feel. He's made some
Definitely.
big saves. Every time EDN scored, New York doesn't have an answer for because of the saves he's making. So they're going to have to find a way to beat Tiger Stacy if they're getting back in this game. 4 goals isn't going to win this for New York. And right now, EDN's rolling like a well-oiled machine.
Injured EDN player coming off the floor now.
All right, let's go, Purple.
Looks like Kenneth Tonquin. He's making his way to the bench.
Yeah, looks like he was limping a little there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's back for the third.
Actually, they're taking him to the locker room. Let's hope he's okay. All right, back to the play here. Here's Brian Rice. 2 minutes left here in the second period.
Looks like EDN's going to use the full 30 seconds on this one.
Here's a shot off the boards, controlled by Dogu Lahash. Dogu gets a pick, pass in front, and a backhand shot by Cam hits the goalie, but saved.
EDN's really picking well up and down the floor, even off ball. I really like the way they're moving.
Here comes Team New York now. Bennett controlling on the right side. Controlling outside of the circle, being contested by Brian Rice. Makes a move inside. Possession EDN, here's a break for Cougar Kirby. Can't control the ball. Turned over, control Team New York.
Cougars using some great speed there, just couldn't get a handle on the ball.
Number 6, Buckshot, passes off to Paulus. Paulus finds a New York player. Number 14. Now here's a pass to number 2, looking to make a move at the top. Here's a pass inside and a shot. Save again, Tiger Stacy.
Yeah, followed it up, no problem, controlled the rebound. He's really in his zone, Tiger.
Tiger attempts to make a pass down the floor, goes goalie to goalie. New York has 26 seconds left on the clock. Here's an attempt by number 14, makes a move inside. Save again, Tiger Stacy. Looking like a wall out there. They just can't get past him.
Yeah.
Tiger,
They really need to control that rebound, though. He keeps throwing it away.
definitely.
Other than that, I think that's the only fault we can find in this game, Gus.
And the clock is coming down to an end here. End of second period. Sees Eastern Northern North with 9 goals. Team New York with 4.
What a good period by EDN. Very solid all around.
We managed to hold New York to one goal in that period.
Yeah, very solid defensive period. Obviously, the anchor behind that defense was Tiger Stacy with a lot of big saves. Every time EDN, like I said, scored, New York tried to answer and just couldn't. Tiger came up big.
So when we return, third period action here at the North American Indigenous Games 2014 gold medal match between Eastern Northern North and Team New York, aka Team Haudenosaunee. Score was 9-4 after the second period. Here comes the first face-off of the third period. Loose ball picked up by number 17, Brooks.
Oh. New York's really got to come out strong this period if they want to get back into this one.
Makes a pass to Sundown. Passing around the floor here, but still maintained by Sundown. Looking to make a move inside. EDN picks it up. Horn makes a pass to Cam Horn, who's on a breakaway. Cam makes a move and 2 moves. Save is made by New York player
Wilson.
Wilson is now in nets since the second period.
What a perfect pass that was. The outlet pass right to the breaking defender.
Yep, too bad he couldn't capitalize on that breakaway opportunity. Here comes New York now, number 12, Brown. Top of the circle, being challenged by EDN players. Passes to the top to Bennett, intercepted here by Brian Rice. Brian with lightning speed, making his way down. Here comes Dogu Lahash with an opportunity and a shot scored by Dogu Lahash.
What a beautiful goal. 2-on-1 on Bennett. Bennett known strictly for his offense, gets caught on the defensive end of the floor, and they bury it to make it 10.
That now makes it a 6-goal lead for Eastern Northern North. Just a minute into the third period.
I think that's one of the keys to this one, Gus, is they're really frustrating number 93 for New York, Bennett. He hasn't been on the scoreboard since the first period, and he's really been contained by the EDN defense.
After the face-off now, here comes Regis. Regis moving the ball around now, finds Nega Goodleaf. Nega moves to the right, finds Cam at the top. Cam to Poe Albany. Poe makes a pass across back to Nega. Coquitlam Albany with a pass in front, intercepted by Team New York. New York gets a breakaway here. Number 13, Abrams, makes a move. Tiger Stacy coming up strong again.
And once again, we mentioned that name again, Tiger Stacy, just being big in the net. Like you said, he's very wall-like today. You can tell he's in the groove.
Here's a bad pass by Eastern Door in the North, gives possession to New York. Now controlled by 14, Blue Eye. Makes a pass to Laffin. Laffin at the blue line, finds Sundown. Pass is dropped. Possession goes back to Team New York. Here's a pass attempt behind the net. Mishandled now by Bennett. EDN maintains possession here. Cam Horn at the half circle.
Just a great EDN defense frustrating New York right now.
Eastern Door in the North controlling the ball here. 8 seconds left on the clock. Nigga Goodleaf makes a pass inside to Poe. Shot misses the net.
They're being very efficient, the EDN team, with the offense hustling on the change, allowing the defense to get out there and get set.
We're now 3 minutes into the third period. Team New York looking to make something happen here. Here's a pass to the right side of the net. Number 12, Brown, looking to make a move inside. Shot saved by Stacy. Now to the top, Powless. Ball is loose. Now picked up by Powless. Here's a pass attempt in front, mishandled. Now picked back up by Team New York. 7 seconds on the clock. Tough defense needed by EDN here. 4, 3. Here's a pass, an attempt at a shot, save, Tiger. Shot clock resets for New York. They lose possession. Here comes EDN. Oh, big hit by Brian Rice. Breaks the stick of New York player number 14, Blue Eye. Here comes EDN. Assistant captain Cam Horn looking to make a pass. Now finds number 10. Attempt at a breakup. Here's a shot by Cam Horn, saved by the goalie. Possession goes to New York.
Right now, it looks like New York is just out of sync with the tough EDN defense, just checking them at every point. Really good pressure. You got to give Al Arbor and his coaching staff credit for that.
Here's Bennett now from the top of the circle, slips. Looking for a pass. Finds number 7, Laffin. Laffin looking to shoot. Passes. Here's an attempt at a pass in front of the net, is broken up by EDN. We have a penalty here. Called on Brian Rice for holding. He'll go to the box for 2.
Yeah, he was being pretty aggressive on the New York player. I can't say that it was a good call, but the refs are going to call that if they're not going to let him play.
Come on, one.
All right, so here we go. 15 minutes left in the game. Team New York controls by Bennett to Laffin. Moving the ball here around the perimeter. Bennett to Powless, shot saved by Tiger Stacy. Here's a pass now. Not handled by Dogu Lahash, fighting for the ball behind the net. Team New York gains possession. Dogu needs some help here by EDN offense.
Turning the ball over on a too many men on the floor called. Guy left the EDN bench just a little too early.
So here comes Team New York looking to capitalize on the penalty of Brian Rice. 1 minute and 10 left in that. Loose ball in front of EDN, picked up by Sooney Deer. Here's a pass to Oren Horn and a Attempted breakaway pass to Cam is not handled. Cam Horn making moves, loses the ball, picked up by Team New York. They'll make their way down the floor.
New York, again, once again, their offense just looks frustrated. A power play that's been their strength all tournament long is just discouraged right now.
Here's Sundown. Mishandles the pass. Picked up by Sooney of Eastern Northern North. Looking to make his way through 4 players. Sooney Deer now loses the ball. Picked back up. Sooney looking to make his way to the net. Tremendous pressure here by New York defense. 10 seconds left on the clock. He needs to make a pass here. Finds Oren Horn. Oren Horn makes a move to the net. Shot, score, Oren Horn!
What a goal.
Another great goal. Diving in front of the net, finding
Just bullied his
opportunity
way
to
in
score
net.
there.
Yep.
Just awesome.
Once again, the New York defender was draped all over him. He just barreled his way to the net to put it in behind the New York goalie. Excellent, excellent work. It's just showing that EDN wants this one more than New York at this point.
We have Dan Rowe here covering the games as well. Dan, any comments on the game here today?
Well, it's interesting. The first period, it was sort of what we've seen from them from the past. First period, a little slow. Once that motor starts churning, they just start putting goals in really fast and furious. I'm a bit surprised that New York hasn't been as tough and aggressive as they've been earlier in the tournament, because that was one of the concerns, is that they'd be hitting hard, and they just don't seem like they want it. But you got to say Tiger Stacey has been really incredible in net. This could be 11-7, but he's been incredible.
Once again, we all are repeating the same thing, I guess. Tiger Stacey has been the difference in this game.
We had an opportunity there by the Kahnawake Regis. Took the ball all the way across the floor. Had a shot, but big save by the New York goaltender.
Yes, they need more of that from the goaltending, but they also need some offensive production.
Here comes New York player Sundown. Top of the circle, finding Bennett. Bennett with a pass to Wickham, back to Sundown. Shot, misses the net. Gets his own rebound, making a move here. Pushed down by an EDN defender. We might have a penalty coming up here.
There's another good player for the New York team, Sundown. He's been frustrated all day as well. He's one of the guys they rely on key for offense, and he hasn't come through for them. And I think that's chalked up to the tough EDN defense and the team defense they've been playing on him.
Got a cross check called here on Brian Rice. He'll go to the box for 2. 12 minutes left here in the third period. Eastern Northern North leading 11-4. New York trying to capitalize on this power play. Here's a shot now. Big save again by Tiger Stacey. Looking to make a pass down the floor. Here's Oren Horn. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Pass to Poe. Poe makes a move and scores
beautiful
again.
Goal. Beautiful shorthanded goal. The guy just danced around him, faked to the outside, and came back strong to the inside with a beautiful goal.
Poe Albany has just been a force for EDN. Scoring goals left and right. Any comments on that, Dan?
Well, they can't push him. He goes right through them. When they try and put bodies on him, he muscles them off. Of course, when Brian and Cam are on the floor, they sort of pull defenders away, and he just takes full advantage of that. And also in the defense, they've just been able to spring him a lot faster this game. Last game it was a little bit slow, but this game they're not getting by him.
So that was a big short-handed goal there for Eastern Northern North. Still 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the penalty to Brian Rice. Here comes Sooney Deer making his way up the floor. Challenged by 2 New York defenders, trying to keep him out of the zone. Guys are all over him, almost pushing him over the boards.
Wow. How there's no call on that one, I don't know.
No call on that, and ironically, possession goes to New York.
Yes, I don't understand that call at all. Once again, New York power play comes out, but again, they just look frustrated to me.
Here's Wickham to Sundown. Sundown with a shot. Big stop by Tiger Stacy.
Look up.
Tiger looking to make a pass down the floor to Dogu Lahash. Dogu making moves, spinning, looking for the shot. One-handed shot score
What a
by
shot.
the captain.
What a shot.
Dogu Lahash makes the EDN lead 13-4.
That just shows some amazing strength by the player on that play. He backed down the New York defender, took the ball in one hand, and buried it behind the New York goalie.
That was 2 short-handed goals by Eastern Door in the North.
I think New York should start saying they won't take their power plays anymore if this keeps happening. In the NFL, they're allowed to decline penalties, and I think New York should start declining theirs. Looks like we're looking at a goalie change here, Gus.
Wow.
Yeah.
New York making a move here and putting Garlow back in nets.
Yes.
Second
that's
goalie
big.
change of the game.
Yeah. Giving Tiger Stacy some much-needed water, much-deserved water. She's coming up
Definitely.
with big save after big save on this power play.
And that's been the story all tournament long. Tiger Stacy, just a wall there in the net for Team Eastern Door in the North.
Yeah, and he's not the biggest of goalies, but I'll tell you what, he is one of the better goalies in this tournament, if not the goalie in this tournament.
"11 minutes left in the game here of this third period gold medal match between Eastern Door in the North and Team New York. Getting ready for face-off here. Cam Horn in the circle. Looks like it'll be controlled by Team New York.
Come on, Purple, let's go now.
Team New York is trying to make adjustments to their power play, moving both Sundown and Bennett around, but it doesn't seem to be the answer. They don't seem to have an answer, and the difference has been, again, Tiger Stacy.
Come on, Lars.
Yep, New York has not been able to put one behind Tiger Stacy in this third period so far. A lot of ball movement here by Team New York. There's a shot, misses the net, picked back up. Shot clock expires.
With the score being 13-4, I hope the boys on both sides keep playing hard, but nothing gets out of hand. Hopefully the refs will keep the play in control.
Penalty comes to an end for Brian Rice as he comes out of the box.
With how well the penalty kill was doing, he should have stayed in there maybe another minute.
We're now halfway through this period. Oren Horn taking a backhanded shot. Hits the goalie in the chest. New York looking to regroup here.
New York really does not have an answer for the tough EDN defense, that's for sure.
Here's a pass in front. Looks like we have a slashing call, or?
Yeah, slashing, high sticking call, I believe, on 2 of them.
2 players going to the box for Eastern Door in the North, Brent Delabous and Brian Rice.
I can see one of them going to the box, but not both of them. They're just playing tough defense out there. Stick might have got a little high, but that's not called for. Both guys going to the box for a 5-on-3.
This is going to give New York a 5-on-3 opportunity here. Here's a pass to the right side, back to the left to Sundown. They're saying deflection off EDN. New York maintains possession. Here's a pass in front, back to the top of the circle. Good defense by the Kahnawake Regis. Here's a drop pass by New York. Maintain possession, trying to make a move inside. There's a shot and a goal.
Well, that was a nice move by the New York player, but again, I think that was a bit of an overkill on the ref's part, sending both men to the box.
So number 7, Laffin of Team New York capitalizes on the double penalty to EDN. Brian Rice now out of the box.
Going to a 5-on-4 here. I'm pretty sure the EDN defense can shut them down, as they have been doing all game long.
The face-off here, won by Team New York. trying to capitalize on the momentum of that last goal.
Come on, Purple, let's go now!
Come on, Purple.
Let's go, Purple!
New York's looking very out of sync here, even on their own power play.
Here's a pass in front to number 11. Making a move behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. Finds a man at the top, misses the net completely. Rebound picked up by Brian Rice. Brian Rice on a breakaway. Amazing fake, finds the net.
What a beautiful goal. He faked that goalie out. He caught the goalie almost in the end corner as he faked him to the left and put it back to the right. Had nothing but net to shoot at.
Don't forget EDN, still short-handed. Able to capitalize again, making the score 14-5.
That was an all individual effort, speed and stick skills on that goal. What a beautiful goal.
That's the beauty about Brian Rice. Lightning quick speed, able to get a move on the defender, couple of fakes, and another goal for EDN. Here comes the Kahnawake Regis, being chased by 3 New York defenders. It's hit against the boards, ball comes loose. Team New York making their way back down the floor. Looking to regroup here. 30 seconds left in the penalty to Brent Delabous. Still a 5-on-4 situation here for Team New York. Here's a pass in front. Back to the left side. Now at the top. Pass is missed.
New York
Comes
is
all the
really
way
out
down
of sync
to
on this
half.
power play.
3 seconds on the shot. Clock. Possession goes to EDN.
I think New York's really feeling frustrated by both the great EDN defense and the goaltending.
Come on, Purple!
Here comes Team New York now.
Oh, Sonny!
That's right.
Ball controlled by number 12, Brown. Passes to Paulus. Paulus passes to the left side. Number 13 now looking to take a shot, is deflected off an EDN player. Sonny Dare picks it up. Looking for a pass down the floor to Cougar Kirby. Cougar passes to Dogu Lahash. Defenders all over Dogu, 3 of them. Hit it into the boards. Ball is not loose yet. Now here's a stoppage of play.
They have some pushing, shoving going on in front of the New York bench. And it stays EDN ball.
Six minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. EDN with a commanding lead here, 14-5. Cam Horn controlling, moving the ball to the right side. Looking to make a pass, finds Oren Horn on the right. Oren circling around. Finds number 10, Donovan Thompson. Donovan with a pass to Poe, takes a shot, misses the net wide.
I just think the EDN offense and defense has the New York team out of sync at this point. And they're very frustrated, hence with the late hits and the pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Well, at least there isn't a rash of penalties being called. Still some good lacrosse being played here, fair lacrosse. EDN just doing everything right.
Yeah. Some of the bouncers are just going their way as well, not to mention the great goaltending.
Here's an opportunity for Team New York. We got a crease violation on number 11, Ray, which will turn the ball over to EDN.
Trying stuff they normally wouldn't try with a shot like that. Just frustrated by the goaltending.
EDN back on offense. Here's Oren Horn with a pass that's intercepted by Team New York, number 17, Brooks. 5 minutes left in this game. New York still hasn't found the answer, getting past Tiger Stacy. A lot of ball movement here. Sundown with the ball on the right. Finds an open man in the middle. Stacy comes up big with the save. Sooney Rice finds Cougar Kirby in transition. Cougar slowing down the play now, waiting for his players to get in position.
This is a really smart play by Cougar Kirby. Use the full 30 seconds. Let's kill that clock and go home with the victory.
Definitely, burn that clock out. All right, here comes Cam Horn, looking to make a move. Takes a wild shot, doesn't hit the net. Possession will go to New York. Team New York looking to regroup here. We have a cross check in front of the bench. New York players down. No call on the play.
New York's just looking defeated at this point.
Oh, here's a pass in front, mishandled by number 12, Brown. We had some rough play in front of the net. Possession stays with New York.
I think he's only taken one.
Yep.
I think he's only taken the New York guy.
Number 11, Ray, on some rough play here. He'll take a 2-minute penalty. Looks for roughing.
Yeah, Brian Rice really sucked him in on that one. That was just good defense on his part.
4 minutes left in this period now. EDN on the power play. Still with a commanding 14-5 lead. Brian Rice controlling at the top of the circle. To Cam Horn on the right. Pass down to, who's that? Oren Horn. Save made by the New York goaltender. Oh, there's a big interception by Oren Horn. Oren's gonna slow down play again. EDN just trying to burn this clock out.
Yes, and with them having a power play, they'll regroup, let their offensive players get back on the floor so they can set up for another goal.
Brian Rice just walking the ball into New York zone here.
No need to rush things with the 9-goal lead.
Keep that ball out of there!
2 seconds on the shot clock. Possession goes to New York. Oh, big check into the boards here on number 5, Lions.
EDN's defense just swarming New York as they try to kill this penalty.
Nick Deere getting in on some action now on defense. Here's a shot that misses the net. EDN will pick up the ball, controlled by Brody LeBourne, making his way down the boards. Now passes to Brian Rice to control the play with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in this gold medal match.
All even, 5-on-5.
Here's a pass and a shot and a score for EDN.
Well, there's a testament to everything just going right for you.
Number
Goalie makes
12,
a save
Alex
and it goes in
Thompson.
off him.
Team Eastern Dorna North with a commanding 10-goal lead here in the third period with 2 minutes left of play. Just outstanding lacrosse here today.
Yeah, everything's just gone right for Eastern Dorna North, and they've earned it, though, through the hard work that they've been putting on out there, outplaying, loose balling New York. They've just looked dominant from start to finish. It was a great first period, and after that, EDN has just taken over.
After a face-off, EDN controls. Horn looking for someone to pass to. was looking for Donovan Thompson, who gets checked in front of the bench.
Just once again, a sign that EDN's been dominant. They get the ball back on possession.
EDN maintains possession by Oren Horn, being challenged by number 14 of Team New York. Here comes Team New York on an attempt. Held out by Oren Horn. Looking to make a move. Oren checking. There's a move here by the New York player. Gets a shot on Tiger. Tiger saves. New York Bennett maintaining possession. Looking for a shot is deflected off of an EDN player. Here comes Suni Deer picking up the rebound or the deflection.
Yeah, EDN's just going to run the clock out here. Use the full 30 seconds and then probably dump it in the corner.
Just 30 seconds left on the clock here. Again, Eastern Door to North, the story here at the 2014 North American Indigenous Games, going undefeated in the tournament. All odds against them yesterday with 3 games having to be played, winning all 3, earning their chance at a gold medal in this match against Team Haudenosaunee, Team New York, and just dominating. 15-5 score right now with just seconds left in the game. Here's the countdown.
Some rough stuff at the end, but EDN has kept their cool and deserves this championship.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Team Eastern Door to North. 2014 North American Indigenous Games, U-18 lacrosse champions.
Much deserved victory by EDN on this one. Great defense, great offense, and not to last but least for sure is a great goaltender by Tiger Stacy.
Let's get down and get some interview from the players. All right, we're here with Cam Horn. Cam, how many goals did you score today?
3 goals.
3 goals. Nice hat trick. You've been a definite goal scorer for EDN in the North throughout this tournament. Tell us about your thoughts on your victory here today.
Couldn't do it without the team. Without them, we couldn't have done anything.
Tell us about Tiger Stacy and his play for you in this tournament.
He's just the best goalie I've seen all week. Happy to have the nets.
Some thoughts on the game.
I can't talk right now. I'm happy. I am. You talk.
Well, I can't talk. Just played a solid game. First period started off slow, and we brought it to them. We played our game, and it's good.
Got tears in your eyes, Coach?
Of course, look what they did.
Proud of them?
Came all the way here, went undefeated, smoked the best team that was supposed to be in the tournament. I mean, literally smoked.
All because of Al. All because of Al. All because of Al.
And Warren and Johan.
Oh, thanks to the team.
Nyawa.
Congratulations.
I'm feeling good right now. I'm pretty sure everyone else on this team is feeling good. We came out here playing our balls off. It's like that's how we played our whole tournament like this. And as soon as we came up against Haudenosaunee, it was 2 native teams, and it's just gonna be like it like that, nice and rough, and came out on top. We wanted it more, That's all it came down to. Whoever wanted it more, and EDN wanted it more. So
honestly, at first, everyone thought we were just going to be the underdog team. No one thought we were going to do anything. They thought they were just going to smoke and walk over us, but we all been playing together since little kids, so we know how we've all been. We got new players that are coming out from Haudenosaunee, equalizes, so all it was just mixing them in, and once they got bonded, we all came together real good. Our defense was very solid. I couldn't have done it without them. Offense was burying nonstop, so that's all I have really to say.
Hats off to the team. They played with such heart. And here they are, our gold medal winners for the 2014 Indigenous Games.
This is Team Eastern Door and the North coverage of the 2014 North American Indigenous Games.